the only problem with these movies, like when they try to do like the small town crime ones, sometimes to me, they just get a little bit too stupid at times because like the characters are supposed to be idiots and they almost take it too far at times. I don't know if they'll do that here. They don't do it in all the movies. Like in Arkansas, I didn't think they did that. I thought that was one that did it very well.
Yeah.
But anytime it's not, you know what?
Like
let me rephrase that. It's not.
Fargo is kind of like that too, but like, you know,
yeah,
characters
but they don't all, and they can't all pull it off.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is 24 Chambers of Film. I'm Steven. This is Nathan. And we got another trailer reaction here. A movie called Greedy People. It has Joseph Gordon-Levitt in it. It has other actors in it that I don't know their names. I recognize them, but I don't know their names. I forgot the main guy. He's from that movie Yesterday, the Indian actor. Yeah, I'm a big Joseph Gordon-Levitt fan. I don't know about you, but so I'm very interested to see this movie. It looks like it's deals with crime, you know, maybe a crime thriller, crime comedy.
The guy's also from Tenet.
And he's from Tenet. That's right. I know his name, but I can't pronounce it properly, so I'm not even going to try to butcher it right now. All right, let's get into it, and then we'll get into talking about our thoughts on this trailer. Greedy People. You ready?
Yep, count it down.
3, 2, 1, go.
Spiel will it has to have sweet love. Play on. I was got one piece. You'll feel like money. We got that shit. But well, but that not that anyway. And call us. Oh, you ready to?
Himesh Patel, that's his name.
Yeah.
I think that's Tracy Lords. She used to be a porn star.
Yeah, I know who she is.
Yeah.
She was in God, what's that other movie? The mainstream movie.
Don't tell anybody like that.
She could just come out in like some actual like Hollywood movies. Does she does stuff with John Waters too?
Yeah, she's in a lot of John Waters movies.
Let's make it a book. Here, not 17. Lots of balls. You know that's body. I mean, yes, I. Why? So nothing left. No, nice.
Oh, Tim Blake Nelson.
Yeah, he's from Oh Brother Where Art Thou.
Yep.
Guy's Malco Yerk, I think is his name. How you pronounce it? He's from Narcos.
Oh, okay.
Just hot. And hot patient. What service?
Oh, Simon Rex. Nice.
Well, yeah. What kind of that's yeah. It's something out in the check. Not my fast. Shut up. They big numbers.
Lily James. And that's from Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, Crazy Eyes.
Crazy Eyes, yeah.
It's not possible. Why? Don't get him enough. I don't believe it anymore. Slots move. They're good people.
The girl is from
She's from the same movie as Yesterday with him.
Yesterday, but she's in a bunch of Baby Driver.
Yeah, she's in a bunch of movies. Yeah, Lily James is her name. Okay.
So sorry, hold on really quick. So that guy that I said was Michael Yerk. Actually, that's not, I don't know why I said that. I was thinking Michael Yerk's a kickboxer. So I don't know why I said that. His name's Jose Maria Yaspic, but he is the guy who played Amado Carrillo Fuentes in Narcos.
Okay, well.
So I don't know why I said that name. That just popped into my mind.
Yeah, all right. Well, okay, you go first. What are your initial thoughts on this trailer?
I mean, it reminds me of those movies like where it's like small town crime and they're bumbling idiots essentially in a way, and just shenanigans ensue because of that, because of them just being bumbling idiots.
Yeah.
It kind of gave me a vibe. Have you seen the movie Arkansas with
No, I
Clark,
haven't
with the
seen that
Clark
movie.
Duke
Yeah,
one?
I haven't seen that one yet.
So I like that movie a lot. It gives me those types of vibes. It has Liam Hemsworth and Clark Duke and John Malkovich in it. BBK Fox, Vince
Is it
Vaughn.
Vince
I mean,
Vaughn? Yeah, Vince Vaughn. Yeah.
yeah, I like it. I like that movie a lot. It gives me kind of that type of vibe. I'm definitely gonna watch it. Is it a movie theater watch for me? I don't know. But I like a lot of the actors in there. I like Lily James. I like Anish Patel. Right, that's his name.
Yeah, Himesh Patel. I think it's what it is.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like him. I like Joseph
Himesh.
Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah.
So I think it has a good amount of actors that I like. So I like the guy that played Amal Fuertes in Narcos.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely be watching it. It looks, the only problem with these movies, like when they try to do like the small town crime ones, sometimes to me, they just get a little bit too stupid at times because like the characters are supposed to be idiots and they almost take it too far at times. I don't know if they'll do that here. They don't do it in all the movies. Like in Arkansas, I didn't think they did that. I thought that was one that did it very well.
Yeah.
But anytime it's not, you know what?
Like
let me rephrase that. It's not.
Fargo is kind of like that too, but like
Yeah,
characters,
but they don't all, and they can't all pull it off. But let me retract that. It's not about not necessarily small town like crime, but it's more about when you have people that are not criminals and start doing, like, sometimes it just gets too dumb for being a
they're not competent.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a crime movie essentially, but it just gets too dumb that it gets too dumb for my liking. So there has to be a good balance. And
yeah,
I mean, Joseph Gordon-Levitt to me normally picks pretty good roles. So that right there gives me instills confidence that it's not going to be a crap movie. So I'll watch it for sure once it hits streaming. Theaters, not sure, maybe, might do that, but it looks interesting enough to me.
Yeah, I feel pretty similar in the sense that like I like those type of movies where you're dealing with a bunch of people that are involved and they're indirectly involved too, in a way. Like they kind of get put into this situation because of one big mistake from the main characters or whatnot. I like those type of movies for the most part. Kind of gets, like Snatch is that type of movie where a bunch of people, a lot of characters are not necessarily too close, but they deals with characters that are, from intelligence level from high to low. You know what I mean? And it seems like this movie.
The reason I think Snatch works so well is because they might be, the way the characters are set up there, some of them might be idiots, but they're all criminals in the end. And when you think about the dumb stuff they do, it's not really dumb stuff. It's just coincidental things that happen that make them look dumb, right? Like in Snatch, when they try to rob the bookies and there's the big sign that says all bets are off. And then that girl with the shaved head is like, all bets are off.
Yeah.
And she explains it to them and they're like, what do you mean all bets are off? If they're all bets are off, how could there be any money? And then they're like, oh crap, and she grabs them and like, it's dumb, but it doesn't make them look like complete bumbling idiots. It's just a shitty coincidence that they fell into that screwed them up.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Tyrone, is pretty stupid.
What are you talking about? Tyrone's the man. He's great. Picks up Frankie
Tyrone.
Four Fingers.
I love Tyrone, but
he makes it not go to waste.
Yeah, no, I love Tyrone, but he's not the most sharp.
Or like when they think they could rob Vinnie Jones, right? They don't go in there, like they just get caught with Vinnie Jones as like,
or even
the fact that
Benicio del Toro, he does a lot of stupid stuff because his gambling addiction and stuff like that. But I get what you're saying. It doesn't go to the point where you like get mad at the characters, where you hate the characters because they're doing too many.
Yeah, there's a difference between just doing dumb stuff, and there's a difference between being a bumbling idiot. Yeah, that's where I think the difference lies. Yeah.
And I don't mind the bumbling idiot thing. It could work. It just depends on the execution. But yeah, no, I like the cast. I like Joseph Gordon-Levitt's one of my favorite contemporary actors. And then Himesh Patel? He's a good actor. I think he's done good in what I've seen him in. Lily James, I actually have started to like her more as she's gotten, progressed in her career.
Yeah, she does a good job.
Simon Rex, I've always liked him, and he's just gotten better with Red Rocket, and so I'm glad to see him that he's getting roles again.
I just feel that he always gets cast and he has to play a complete moron like when he gets cast.
Well, he's
I
definitely.
mean,
It seems like he's definitely playing that type of character in this, but
I'm
he's good at
sure
it,
he's
so
done
it doesn't matter.
I'm sure he's done serious roles, but every time I see him, he's just playing a complete moron. So it's like,
Yeah,
I'm not, I don't dislike him. I don't really care if he's in a movie or not.
he's funny, so that's why I like him, and he'll probably do good in this type of role. He could play those roles really good. Hopefully, there's a little bit more an interesting side to the character besides like what we were expecting. But nevertheless, he's a good actor at that type of role for sure. And then Tim Blake Nelson from Oh Brother Where Art Thou, he's great. I like him. Always liked him. He's clearly involved as with the crime element of this movie, or like part of the whole money thing, or trying to kill Tracy Lords. But yeah, no, I think it looks good. It looks like a good caper film, like a good comedy crime thriller. And yeah, I've never heard any of this director's films. What's his name? Potsy Puncrillo. I don't know if this is his first feature film. He did this. Oh wow, interesting. Okay, so he did this movie called Old Henry with Tim Blake Nelson, and he and one of my buddies was actually recommending that movie to me to watch it. He said it was good. Old Henry. But yeah, he's only directed, I think, that movie. And let me see anything else. Yeah, and some movie called Super Zeros as a feature-length movie. And Cold Ford. Yeah. Anyways, he's pretty fresh. So yeah, I'm curious to see this movie, and it looks like it could be really good, really fun, or like you said, it might cross the line and get too ridiculous and dumb, Whereas it's like, okay, now I'm fed up with these characters, So hopefully not.
Yeah,
but
for me, this is a movie that's I'm strictly watching because of the cast. No other reason. The story itself,
yeah,
I feel is nothing new. Where you get some, cops trying to that fall into a situation and they're trying to then get into a situation that's over their heads. So that's nothing new. Yeah. But
it's a
the
very
cast. I like the
story in movies that you see in plenty of movies. Some that are handled in many various ways, from like serious to like this type of comedic element. Like No Country for Old Men deals with that similar. Somebody getting in over their head, falling into something, and then it goes really bad for them. So hopefully, like you said, it doesn't cross that line too much and it gets too ridiculous. But it could be really good, and I think the cast is the main selling point, like you said. It looks like it's well made, so that's good. So we'll see. But other than that, it's the cast that's really selling me. So yeah, I'm definitely. Will I watch it in theaters? It depends what's out that weekend. If not, then I'll definitely watch it for sure when it hits streaming.
Yeah, for me, it's really going to come down to if I want to just spend some time at the movies and there's nothing else to watch.
If there's nothing playing that weekend and it's out here where I'm at, I'll definitely check it out, and I have the time to step away. I'll definitely watch it.
This is one of those movies where I see it and I could be completely wrong, but if I were to guess, this is one of those movies that is just going to, if anything, maybe make its money back at the box office. And that's it. I feel like you can kind of tell what movies those are at times, and I feel like this is one of those movies. Even though it's got a good cast, I don't, unless people really appreciate those actors and like those actors, I don't think there's enough to just get a casual movie fan to say, I'm gonna go watch this.
No, yeah, you're saying they're not gonna get their money back at the box
office. I'm saying at best case scenario, they're gonna break even.
Okay, I thought you were saying they're gonna get the. Yeah, I would guess they're gonna be making most of their money probably on streaming. I would say more than people going to the theater to watch this, because it's like
especially depending on what it's up against.
Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing. What's playing that weekend? Also, the critics' reception could also, if it's not getting like a great buzz, and it might not get that push that it needs to get people to go sit down and watch over something else that's playing that weekend, So yeah, I fel like it's at best they'll break even, which is sad to say because it looks like it could be good. So if it is good, that will be very disappointing. But
like it reminds me of Welcome to Collinwood.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
I think that's a great movie,
Yeah, that's a great
and
movie,
I lost like half of its budget. The box, it only made like half of it back, and they had a great cast in there, and they weren't able to make it work. They had William H. Macy, Luis Guzman, George Clooney, and they still weren't able to pull it off. And so I think this kind of and it's a heist caper where they're again kind of not the brightest tool in the shed, and it's just one of those things where I think these movies are difficult to sell.
Yeah.
For honestly, whatever reason. I honestly don't know the reason. They're just difficult to sell to the audience.
It is. It's just that genre. It's like basically a noir comedy. It's a hard genre to sell in general. Noirs, they're not like usually the ones that make, at least nowadays, are lighting up the box office, and then you have the comedy element. Sometimes when you're mixing crime and comedy, people don't necessarily want that mixture. They want it to be more of something else, more leaning to the serious crime, and it might be maybe a little too goofy. Who knows? But the trailer could be misleading, and it could be not as comedic, and it could be kind of like comedic situational more than like them trying to be overtly funny, but who knows? Yeah, but I'm definitely going to watch it. It looks like unless it's like getting like, I don't know, destroyed, I guess, I've started hearing bad reactions that it might take a little longer to watch it. But if it's getting like at least a mixed reaction, I'll definitely watch it right away. Yeah. That's my thoughts on it. And unless you have anything else to say.
No, that's it. We appreciate you guys tuning in. We appreciate you guys to smash the like button on the video, subscribe to the channel, stay up to date with more of our videos. We're going to be doing retro reviews, new movie reviews, some lists for you guys. Steven dropped a list.
Mount Rushmore thing coming up maybe soon.
Yeah, Steven dropped a list of the best 10 superhero movies in his opinion. Got some not very conventional takes, as a lot of people I think would look at it and say, that's a unique list, that's for sure. But yeah, check it out. Let us know what you guys think. Let them know if you guys agree with them or not. And again, appreciate you guys tuning in. It's 24 Chambers of Film. I'm Nathan. This is Steven.